Trust fund baby.
Yo, you gotta love it. Every superhero needs their theme music. And as you know, we are here on another episode of Trust Fund Baby podcast. And I am your host, DJ Bay, also known as Trust Fund Baby. And this is a special episode. And at first, I didn't think I was going to have a guest, but I do have a guest today. But even outside of that, today we will be specifically talking about, not specifically talking about the Trust Fund Baby community. And like I said, every superhero needs their theme music. And right now we out here financially saving souls, mentally, and putting people in a better position. We have established a Skool community. We have a free section. So I'm not charging people just to get access to the information. I already got people in there dropping testimonies about how well their credit repair situation has done. That some of them already gotten checks back. And I have one of my partners in here who is in the community, and he is in the mentee tier, so he gets access to other information that other people may not, but he's also one of my business partners. And we were just having an interesting conversation, but I'm going to bring him up and we're going to actually break down some of the things that we're going to be talking about in the community really quick. So without further ado, there goes bro right there. What's going on? Oh, I got you on mute, my bad. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Chilling, peace, bro. How you?
All is well. Please introduce yourself to the people and let them know who you are.
I'm Riley P. I'm DJ's partner. I'm also his mentee. That's my mentor. And yeah, and we changing lives, capturing souls. One that destroy. I don't feel like we not like capturing souls for a plan.
I know what you mean, bro. It was just funny the way you said it. But no, it's all G. But damn, that just made me forget my question for you.
But I'm telling you, they got a hold of these people out here. These people, they did, they haven't sold their soul, but their soul has been captured through
Yeah.
like the spiritual like bondage and things are being misled by, the gurus that say they can do it, but they really not active like you. You know what I'm saying? They,
I appreciate that.
they
No,
pop,
but no, I for sure want to get into some of that information, but just because I'm always big about providing the solution before you even get into the problem, because so many people always harp on the problem instead of actually just being solution based. And that is one thing that I've always found to be best, especially in a society where we are consistently being reactive. So right here in the middle of the screen, y'all see the little, this is really a roadmap. This is something that I had designed for the Trust Fund Baby game, which is initially a board game that is being developed right now for a digital game right now. So this is something that I give to people when they get some of the Trust Fund Baby boxes. And we have a whole bunch of other things that go along with this. But on the bottom part of the roadmap, a little bit of it's cut off. You see three sections. It's literally three floors, and then you see also the cog, well, the spinning wheel in the back. You know how you wind up toys. This is the working class. So our goal is to have you tier up throughout these separate classes, and on the numbers are for the slots in the floor is very strategic as well, because the you have less options on the lower you are in commerce. So one of the main things that we're going to be dealing with people on is giving them the base level information so that they can level up very, very quickly. And it's different on the game, but I'm utilizing this as an example because some of the systems are the same. So, like on the first level, some of the things that we'll be going over, credit, trust, and business structure, so that we can get you to a position to where you can actually start doing business development like you see here on the second panel, because they have a board and they're talking about business. But if you don't have a business, we can't get you to that level. So and then if you do have a business, I would like to work with you in order to restructure your business so that you are protected, your assets are protected, and you have the proper taxation structure, so you're not giving away a third of your money to people who didn't work for it like you did. That makes sense, Rob? And
That makes
then
perfect sense.
so and then we got on the next tier, since you have a business, we will need to actually work on building and scaling the business. So we will actually deal with the business acquisition side. So excuse me, the business credit side. We're going to develop. We'll give you the tools in order for you to get a 90 paydex score. Most people average usually between a 70, 80 paydex score. And that's if there's some people I know when you first start out, they have like 60s, but we work to have everybody having a 90 paydex score. And we also give you tips in order for you to build a good relationship with the financial institution. This is not all things that I just knew. This is some information that I've got from being around other financially sound people as well, elders who have replicated this system and they taught it to me. So just understanding that you can have a 90 paydex score, get a loan, remove yourself from the loan legally, and then go back and go get another loan with the business without being a PG. So putting you in a position where you can do stuff like that. And also asset acquisitions, whether if that is acquiring property, acquiring other businesses, putting them under the business and the trust, teaching you how to do that. All of this, it don't if you want to acquire real wealth, like how we see at the top tier, you have corporate buildings, you live in a house you want to, you get to wake up and do whatever you want every day. um Wealth is peace and financial stability, bro, is when you wake up and get to do whatever you want, but you clearly have to step yourself into that. And then on this one, the final slide right here. This is literally just this is our roadmap of what we're going to be giving in like the first semester of the community. All of this stuff has already been put up there. It's in there right now. And a lot of the information will still be accessible for the free community. But for those individuals who do want one-on-ones and want to be a part of the live classes and stuff like that, because I was just on the phone with Riley and I'm like, come jump on this podcast with me real quick because I'm going to release this episode today in a few minutes. And I'm like, just we on the phone. I'm like, you might as well come on so we can just talk about what it is that I'm doing. So when you get to the business, another thing that a lot of people are focused on is funding. Like we were just talking about being in a position to get funded and also do it properly. And then when you get to this third tier, little influencer lifestyle, you know, your business doing good, people know who you are, they know about your business, you know, you popping, that's a fun place to be in, but that doesn't mean work starts. That's actually where work gets a little bit more stringent because now you have to figure out how to be consistent with your content and still run your business. And it's cheat codes to that. And one of the biggest cheat codes that it is podcasting. And that's one of the main reasons why we have that podcast development and coaching, because it allows us to create long form content and then chop it up into short form. So I can do 4 or 5 podcasts in the month, and then I have enough content to chop up and run and not give people the same stuff on top of whatever other content I want to reshare. I have enough content for almost 3.5 months just off these 4 podcasts, which may be 45 minutes to an hour long episodes. So giving you the structure, the scripting, the logo, the branding, how to build out your RSS, how to monetize, where you host your podcast, that all of that stuff is things that we're giving up in the community, fam. And then we have our top tier, which is boom right here. You know, you get your corporate building, and we just got a new podcast studio out here in South Florida. So I always love getting corporate real estate. It always feels good. But you have a place to where you can host events, you can rent it out, you can peer space your stuff, you can put it on multiple other platforms. You can also run multiple businesses inside the same location. You have business addresses that you can government contract with. So it's just when you get to this top tier, it makes financial life a lot easier for you. And these are the things that you have to be in the community. And once again, we have a free community. So all you have to do is go to Skool, either type in Trust My Baby or go to my Instagram or text me and I'll just shoot you the link. It's free. There's information on how you repair your credit in there right now. So there should be no excuses why you're not doing this. And all honesty, this is how many different things is on here? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 until you get to the 10th. And the 10th is really like a private network for investors and stuff like that. It's a wealth class for investors in group economics. So you really have 9 steps that you have to get to until you get to the 10th. But most of these things people already have been working on. And to be honest with you, most of these things, the majority of these things, your credit can be repaired within 2 weeks if you do it right. Riley, Can you come off mute?
Yo, yo.
Didn't we just recently had results and like the testimonies are in the community. We just got results of people who got their credit repaired and also checks in 2 weeks, right?
Yes, sir. Yo.
Yeah, and then even people in the community, Raleigh was there as well. Some the people who um paid to be in a credit workshop, they got their credit repaired for what it cost to be in that credit workshop, which was only what $50. So that is
Um.
just all you got to do is be present. It depends on what tier of membership you was in, but they got access to that. Your tier is not their tier, bro. You get access to everything because
Right,
you
right,
you're
right.
in
Facts,
you in a
facts.
higher tier, yeah. And so it's
Higher
like,
tier.
huh? Say it again.
People might as well just go straight for the high. I say people might as well just come straight for the high tier. Hey, hey, I'm telling you, save yourself some headaches and times out here, because the world is
Yeah.
changing. So DJ Monopoly is the best thing. Just like the new Monopoly. The game gonna be like Monopoly. We gonna really educate you on how to use it into everyday life. Like Monopoly teaches us, but we don't really pay attention. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
A
bro,
lot
I
of
got
people
you.
can land
And
on boardwalk.
no, trust me, I
Hey,
get it.
people's like
And
life for it.
one of the things that I do want you to talk about is because like we've been talking about bill remittance and coupons and stuff, and just and that's something that I'll be transparent about it. I don't like teaching that publicly because there's levels to financial transactions that most people are not aware of when it comes to the Uniform Commercial Code. So I'd rather take you through a UCC class before I even start talking to you about coupons, remittance, transfers, security interest, being a holder in due course, because that's where all that stuff comes from. Instead of me just telling you go send off a coupon and then your payment don't go through, or it go through this one time and then it don't go through with the other company because their payment arrangement is different. So when I feel personally responsible for that, and I be seeing a lack of responsibility with a lot of things that people are teaching out here. And this is why, even though I don't have to do the community stuff, I always end up coming back and starting a community almost every year. So just tell me a little about some of the situations that you have witnessed or been a part of when it comes to people just giving bits and pieces of information. I'll go on mute. All right. Go
Oh
ahead.
man. Ah man. Man, listen. I'm going through a situation right now with my sister. She running around here talking about everything is free. We don't need documents. We don't need like go this, go do that. But I
You
have
breaking up
actually
a little
been
bit,
with
bro.
her when one of
You
her
breaking up a little bit. Check your signal. Make
oh
sure
my
you're not on Wi-Fi if you're in the car.
okay, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound a lot better.
Okay, okay. So boom, I'm going through a situation right now with my sister, right? To where she think whoever that guy is better than you, right? But we done been to the car dealership,
For
man.
context, he's speaking on Christopher Hauser, the European man who keeps on arguing with the government about the 1099 process, which I have no problem with 1099 documents or the IRS. I just read them and I understand how they work, and I'm also not going to publicly miseducate people in order to gain likes or Federal Reserve notes because I'm building a legacy that I want my children to be proud of. And I like not having to look over my shoulder because I go wherever I want, whenever I want. You feel me?
Right, right. Facts, facts. But her, she's not getting it. That hey, bro done went out here in this world and I done found the superhero. I done found the gold. I done, I done got the I done got the golden ticket. She not hearing it because this European man done told her. He told her about 5 different things. First, he told her you need documentation. Then he said you don't need no documentation. Then he say, uh, you is the living spirit, which is it's some truth to it, but you can tell he's misguiding it or he's not all the way. correct with it because she's going crazy right now as we speak. He done told my damn sister. He done told my damn sister she can go access $1 billion through some treasury account, which is me and you have had that conversation. It's a way of going about that, and you're not gonna get the $1 billion. You're not gonna they just magically snap their finger. You file some forms, and you wake up tomorrow, you got $1 billion in your account. That's not how that's gonna go. But in her head, that's how he's explaining to her. That's how it's gonna go, and it's not going like that, and it's driving her up a wall, and me too, because I gotta
They'll
deal with.
tell them. They'll tell them you be like, you go get your TDA account. You have to go get your birth certificate authenticated on the state and federal level, and then you have to take this security, this instrument, and then you have to deposit it, and then based on this the deposit and this bond, you're supposed to be able to charge against the bond. But them not understanding the relationship with the financial institution and also the trust relationship that was already established for these instruments, you're not the grantor here or the trustee, because the power, unless they appointed you on a grantor on this trust, which you a lot of you all have not seen, you legally cannot be the grantor of a trust at the under the age of 18. So you can't be that position, and you legally can't be a trustee underneath the age of 18. So you can't be in that position. So what position do you have in this said Sister Q trust that you are trying to liquidate from, outside of you possibly being a holder in due course of a copy of the instrument, because that's not the original instrument, because the original instrument gets sent somewhere else, usually to around New York to the DTCC, the Depository Trust Commission or whatever. So that's where that instrument gets held. And the craziest thing is to me is, I'm like, you can go down this rabbit hole, but I much rather get you financially set so that you can play these games, because one of the most offsetting thing is for you to think one of these processes can change your life and you haven't secured yourself, and then you've disrupted your bills. You thought you can go do a remittance for your lights, and now you and your children in the dark because you listened to this goofy on this YouTube video. You feel me? That's not what I want for nobody who's tapped in. I don't care about what your nationality is, what color your skin is, any of that. Anybody who is looking for a better life, if you get into some, it won't be because if you get into some shit, it's not going to be because of something I said. I can guarantee it, because anything that we talk about, we're going to provide the evidence in black and white and also the receipts. Because if I don't know about it, or if I'm not educated in it, I'm not teaching it. That's why all of this information in the community is shit that I've done or I'm educated in, from trust to financial transactions to court situations to injunctions to the Uniform Commercial Code, which was like my start, the contract law, dog. So
Right, right,
I
right.
don't like seeing this, because, and you can also tell if you have went to school for certain information, or if you've just been dealing with it for almost 10 years, you can understand when somebody know what they're talking about. I've met people who teach this information and I'd be like, oh, you know something. Oh, are you really know? And then the crazy thing is, I I still tap into some of their communities. I have to go into Goody community tonight and do a Q&A with them. And she's one of my favorite people to work with, because she has become very knowledgeable in the Uniform Commercial Code, and she's super knowledgeable in consumer law. So it's not to say that there aren't people who don't know, but there are a lot of people who don't know.
They don't know. Instead of saying they don't know and come to tap in with a good brother like yourself, they just want to sit here and play these internet games. And it's fucking the world up.
It's
Part my
because no, you are a G, bro. It's just because it's money involved. It's quick bread. And per you saying buzzwords on the internet, it's easy for you to just run up a bag. I told you, I can say all types of crazy shit on YouTube right now. I'd be like, I can teach you how to pull all the money from your birth certificate to do the United States Treasury account by leveraging your social security number. And I could teach you how to pay your bills for free by just leveraging the remittance coupon and sending it over to the initial financial institution instead of the merchant. And that's where you've been going wrong. And also utilizing the lockbox system that way that you can speed up the process. Also making sure if you use the lockbox system that you have it forwarded to the address that is on there, and they usually will receive it in 24 hours. I could say all types of crazy shit. Oh, I can tell you how to become a sovereign citizen so that you don't have to interact with the police and you don't need a driver's license, because there is a right to travel instead of you transferring privileges, and a transfer of a privilege for a fee is illegal per federal ruling. So it's like I can
Right,
say whatever I want to say, bro. I can run up a
right,
bag saying this shit, dog.
right. But then it wouldn't be all true, and then you will have people like my sister
No,
running around with a chick.
I didn't lie with nothing I said. But it's stuff I literally that's the reason why I said it, because there was a piece of truth to every single statement I just made. It's just the matter in which you give them the structure in order to implement it. And that's where people are failing. Because when it comes to coupon remittance, if you don't understand commercial contracts, because all you're in a contract with Chase, American Express, Amazon for these credit cards are either with this card, and if you don't understand the contract in the arrangement that they have set for you to pay, and also the instruments that they're sending you, how am I even supposed to articulate to you that this is possible? Because you're going to do it wrong, bro. And that's where a lot of people fall short. They hear the buzzwords, and then people don't have the foundation, and then people jump out here because, and then being 100% transparent, people outgrow themselves, and I was guilty of this when I was young, and this is why I'm so thankful for tech, because I was able to automate some of my systems. And then you also, as a teacher, you got to learn to adapt and adjust, because when I was doing uniform commercial code documents for people when I was younger, um I would see I was doing it right, but I would see where people was falling short because they didn't have a level of understanding. So I'd adjust it and I pivot the system. And then that's when I made like the first 35-day class and stuff. And I'm like, I need them to know. So if you aren't giving them the tools in order to implement it, you're also hindering them and putting them in a position to where they can get in trouble. Because if you don't know, or if you haven't implemented these things, you need to be completely transparent with people, and you be like, this is a theory, this is a test, we can work this together. Don't be putting these motherfuckers on hamster wheels and getting people jammed up out here, because that's what's
Right,
happening. People are going on these theory rides with all of these gurus, because I'm the things that I know for sure to be true. You don't hear me publicly speak about that on the podcast or any of that stuff, because I don't want to disrupt any of my financial relationships or any of my commercial relationships. And as I've grown, I've always been mindful of the things that I've said, but I'm always super transparent. But I know what I can teach in black and white, and what the conversations we have on personal consults when I'm on the phone with people, like the information we be talking about on the phone versus the way I'm talking right now, is completely different, right?
facts,
Because I'm being
facts.
mindful of the things I'm putting out into the world, because I know people will pick up bits and pieces and they'll run with that, and then they'll put themselves in a position of jeopardy. It's not my interest just to take and collect funds from people right out the gate. I won't even let people pay me without a consultation, bro, because I need to know if I can even help your ass.
Right, right. But most of the gurus they make you pay for a consultation and they lie to you.
I used
That
to
be the
be I
crazy
you
part.
But you got
Or,
people got to
or,
respect your time though. People don't
or
respect people's time.
right, right.
That's
Time
why
is
the community
everything.
good. People can just come in here and just ask questions and they can get responses. They can get video responses, whatever. But it's just, bro, we just live in an interesting time. The economy crazy, the political climate crazy. And with that being said, it's even more people who need to make sure that they are able to leverage credit, get funding right now, because you don't know what the next 6 months about to look like. Even said, if you had the ability to pay your bills with your coupons, it would probably behoove you to learn that process so that you can keep more fiat in your household and leverage it so that you can start building something that's gonna bring in more cash flow into your family. And everybody ain't an influencer. Everybody not good on camera. This shit is work. It really is. You have to learn how to be comfortable. You have to learn how to make humorous moments. Your timing got to be on point. This is real work, bro. This is like baby acting. And you also have to learn to be engaging and find something that people gonna find valuable. This shit that I talk about, everybody don't think this is fly. But one thing I can tell you is, with the information that I hold in my brain, I don't need for nothing, because I can provide a system or a product to people who I understand may have a need, because I have a skill set in the area. whether that be a book, whether if it's a course, or if it's a class, even outside of that, creating businesses that fix problems in the world. When you understand commerce, you know this is what you learn to do. It's just my goal to help people actually make money, bro, not just try and become fixated on taking from the government that they don't even like. How you
Man,
gonna say you hate some shit and still want it to pay you out?
right, right. It's just that I heard a guy say he was like, the reason why they really hate society, the government, everything, because they don't understand the system for real. Because they understood the system for real. If they really understood the system, then they know that, hey, the government ain't so damn bad.
That's what I'm telling
But
you. We in a system where, like, I don't think they be understanding, bro. The United States literally says within its own codified laws that they're responsible for all debts. You just were not educated in this. Everybody don't have that ability. You have a cheating credit system that you can leverage and show people that you have the ability to manage money when some of y'all are terrible at it and just get money from people. Some of y'all have
right,
terrible money management skills but aren't in a position to get funded. Credit within itself is a whole finesse, dog. But that does not mean that you're not supposed to leverage it to put yourself and your family in a position you need to be in. And then everything you get and you need to protect. That's the importance of having the trust, protecting your intellectual property. And then when you get in a position of contracting, you want to have a strong entity to be able to contract on your behalf, whether if that's a trust with trustees or a business with the legal team, because you want to be able to lease out your intellectual property to other people. Like how I can just take my courses and I can go lease my property out to other colleges and other high schools so that they can give these programs to children. That shit is strategic, fam. I don't care nothing
right.
about this Instagram stuff. That's a commercial platform for me, like just like a TV segment. This is for ad space in order to market and engage with people. I be doing my best not to be ratchet on my Instagram, bro, for real. Because like in my stories, in my stories be ignorant. But on my page, I keep it tight on my page. You
Okay,
done seen some of
okay.
that stuff I be putting in my stories?
Yeah. I have seen some of the shit you done sent to my phone, boy. Yo, that's just crazy.
No, but it's out of respect to the business, bro. It do be some funny. You must have just you must have got by your house or something and got on Wi-Fi.
Hey, shit. A little bit. I'm in my sister's house. She's there looking through the window, beating on it. I should break up. Nah, I'm not breaking on this
Oh my
podcast.
god.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Let the people hear. Let the people hear.
Not about listen,
I
I'm
don't
on
know if you want to do that, bro.
I'm on here.
No, but Riley was like, he said he dealing with an interesting situation just because, like how you said, one of the members of his family has become fixated with the information from Christopher Hauser, and it's very dangerous. Like even me, like that's why I do my best to just like present my, even though I know I'm not a normal individual, but I present myself in an aspect to where I have humility, I'm easy to deal with, I'm down to earth, I go kick it, I go party with people, but I'm a real introvert and I be to myself, and most days I don't like being bothered or spoke to. But I understand my position in life, and I also do love engaging and teaching with people and everything that come from that. So I do my job instead of being selfish and doing what I want. And so I usually wake up and teach every day. But that's why I completely understand where people be when they be going through this process, because I remember where I was at when I was like 17, 18, figuring some of this stuff out and realizing you have been not even that the government has lied to you, but you've been purposely miseducated in order to limit you. You used to think it was a racist thing. That shit don't have nothing to do with race. It has something to do with classism and the fact that if you don't belong to a certain class, you get less resources, you get less education, you get less finances, you pay more in taxes, so you have less. And it's just a limiting situation. And unless you break it to a certain financial threshold, which is in the millions on your way to the billions, you will forever be in that regular society system, because that's the way it's designed here for everybody to work. And it is the most difficult thing. And it's strategically set like that for you to be able to escape it, because people are created to be dependent on things. And the government was designed to be your biggest caretaker. That's literally what it's there for, in order to protect and give benefits and privileges to its citizens. So if you leave that, you don't get no more fiat, you don't get no more cash. You don't, it makes it difficult for you to have access to banking systems, because if you're foreign, that means you're gonna be somewhere else, and that means you're gonna be in another jurisdiction. It is very difficult to stand alone. That's the reason why the aspect of being a sovereign citizen is an oxymoron within itself, because even sovereign governments don't stand alone. They're governments full of bodies of people. So, and that's one of the main things that I also, when I was going through all of that information in my youth with the UCC things, one of the things I did realize is you cannot skip genealogy while going through this, because otherwise you will end up belonging to something that does not, that you don't belong to. And in some cases, in a lot of cases, that is the Moorish society for some people. That is a projected jurisdictional rule that came from overseas here, and it's not the same as the people being on the landmass. So you just have to understand what's for you, where your people come from, what's your bloodline, or otherwise you may get caught up into some BS. Even like this stuff. Only thing I can tell people when dealing with this, stick to the black and white. If you can't find a law for it, and some things are very well hidden, but some things are also in plain sight, like the fact that, like Riley today, he sent me a pic. He kept on telling me he didn't get coupons, and then he went and looked at the bill, and I sent him back LOL, and he was like, "Was that the coupon?" I'm like, "Yes, bro. That's why I laughed. That was the coupon. They've been sending you the coupon. We we just not used to it because you've been purposely miseducated in order to be financially irresponsible and not get taught bookkeeping." You here? Are you in the house, Riley? He must have put his mic on mute. But what time is it? Yeah, I ain't planning on being here long. Like I said, the main thing was I just wanted to lay out the roadmap. And like I said, most of those workshops, those will be weekly held workshops, but the workshops will, you will have access to them, and you can do them at your own rate. So if you're somebody who got good credit, you need to work on your business development, or if you need to reach out, get some things restructured, just drop a message in the community. We'll set it up. We'll get you in a class, so we can do it in a live Q&A. We'll show you the documents and make sure, my goal is to make sure that all of this stuff is affordable, because the same way how Riley told you he's my mentee, he's also one of my business partners. My goal is to put people in positions to where we can do commerce together. But I need to make sure that I can contract with your business so that I don't get caught up into no tax liability either. So it's just best to make sure that everybody's straight across the board. And even still, you don't have to do business with me. I just, this is my way of paying it forward, fam. And all I know is from doing this, only more doors have always opened up. Whether it's been me getting more speaking engagements, me getting more more business opportunities, either whether it's that's in the cannabis industry, more podcast opportunities, some of the guests y'all didn't see me have with capital gains, and even some of the people that I've had through Trust Fund Baby. It's all based on me doing this, and you allowing me, and you all allowing me to help you all. But like I said, make sure y'all tap in on Skool, Trust Fund Baby community. Riley, this boy gone right now. Oh, I ain't even read the private chat. I'm not on mute. 542. You not on mute. Drop off and come back in. Something must be going on with your Wi-Fi. So just give me 1 second. This episode actually ended up being longer than I thought it would be. But no, bro, that's super concerning. And there are a few names of people that I am for sure willing to vouch for. Like like Hellraiser. I love what bro has done. I love how he's grown. Anybody who know me, been watching me for years, y'all know I used to tour with him when I was younger. and I refer people to him for certain things, certain services that he provides. I don't desire to compete with nobody who's doing great things, and if you are an expert in that shit, I can contract with you respectfully. So, like I said, like bro has grown tremendously in what he's been able to build for the community with the Malachian network, and then even outside of that, I rock with what he got going on, and then of course Dr. Goody, she's like she's my favorite female teacher just because the level of genuineness she is properly educated, has a degree in psych, and she studies, and I watched her grow organically. People love her, and she is going to ensure and make sure that she's providing remedy to people, and them really, out of the people who do this stuff, is not really too many others that I'm willing to vouch for that I've come in contact publicly, because I've personally met some of these people and exposed that they're real life idiots. And this isn't in case homie ever see this. This isn't a shot at you, but I've also met people who teach trust, and I've had to correct their trust documents right there in real time. Situate Raleigh was there at the podcast summit when I did it. He didn't know that that's what I was doing. I was literally on the phone correcting somebody trust who provides trust services to people because he wasn't completely knowledgeable of it. And then even to the point where my CTO, he was like, he's not uncomfortable providing a product to people that he's not completely knowledgeable in? And the answer is no, because they're going to pay his ass anyway.
Shit,
What would make
crazy.
you uncomfortable about getting money from people? Nothing, because these people, it's a business to them. And as long as they can provide the service, your level of education or the level in which you can deal with it is never their concern, right?
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, bro. I literally, they had an early termination period in the trust. I had changed that, and then they had a few clauses that that I had told them that they should implement in order to protect their the beneficiaries and also the trustee. So it's just I'm not saying I'm the best at it, but if I can help somebody, I will, so that I can ensure that they're not jeopardizing the people they deal with. I don't need their community. I don't need their people. I don't own nobody, but I do want to make sure that I can sleep well at night. And I'm also, like I said, building a legacy that's going to outlive me. Because if I'm able to help people to create the new Microsoft, these new tech companies, these new business industries, get government contract money, increase your credit scores, get you trust, help you collect all this real estate. And that is another class we are supposed to have. Actually, this week I'm going over the tax deeds, tax liens, because I tell people this all the time. That's how I got my first house. I paid $1,200 for my house. In order to enter the bid, it was $1,000. It was only one other person bidding on the house. They put $100 up, and then I put $100 in. So literally, it went up to $1,200, and I waited to the last 10 minutes to bid of the bidding. It was probably like around 450. I think bidding stopped at 5, and then they only bid once, and then they opt out because they knew it was another bidder. I ended up getting a two-family flat, just around 2,000 square feet, 2,000 square feet, upstairs, downstairs, with a basement and front yard, backyard. And I still have this property till this day, right? $1,200. When the original appraisal before I even put any money into it was already almost $50,000. So I spent 1,200 to have equity of almost 50. You feel me?
Hmm.
That right there, and I did that in my early 20s, not even understanding in entirety what I was doing. I just wanted to get a house for my family. You feel me? I got tired of paying rent because I was doing the math, and rent is way more cost effective in Michigan than it is down here in Florida. I was probably paying like 700 at the time, 700 a month, and I did the math. I'm like 700 a month over 2 years. Like, damn, I just got this lady like almost 14 bands. So I just bought a crib. I just bought a crib. And then I put the money and the time and energy in order to build it up, and I just kept it because I can sell it whenever I want, or I can make money cash flow. But then also, this is a replicatable system. You can keep on doing this because if I want to, I can go take that property to a financial institution and be like, I need it was worth if it's worth it's probably worth close to 100 or so now. If it's worth this much, I'm be like, I need $70,000, and they'll give it to me as long as I leverage the property. But I have the ability to pull resources outside of me just utilizing my credit. So giving you more options so that you can run up more money. Because if you have the ability to get a high interest yielding account and you just pour a lot of money into it, let's say you're able to accumulate over $1 million, and then you just allow this to sit there. The $1 million, depending on how much interest you get, can bring you anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000, depending on the type of account that you have, monthly, which will assist with paying off some of these other things, but also leveraging and investing in mutual funds. And I wouldn't recommend, if you're looking to leverage off of a principal off of the insurance, that you roll your money over into an insurance policy like that. But these are all options depending on how much money that you have. But this is all asset acquisition. This is what we teach you. And it's not pricey to get into this field, especially if you go through the steps how it's listed in the roadmap. Do your credit first. You do your credit, you clean up all the bad stuff, you use the primary list that we put in there. You have more than enough primaries in order for you to be over 700. When you hit 700, or anywhere to a seven, almost like 720, really, where they start doing it, you can start getting unsecured credit cards. These unsecured credit cards, you can be allowed to leverage and pay for your other business development things, and then you just keep on stack. I'm not gonna give all the sauce right now. I'll be talking too much sometimes.
Man, talk that shit, man. Nah, they gotta pay, man. They gotta pay to do.
It's
I mean,
free. The
like,
community free.
man, listen.
Like that
I come
information.
to a conclusion. Listen, it's all free because once you got the knowledge, that's the money. You is the money. That's the big secret. Well, that's one of them anyway. That's one of the big secrets. They never
I ain't
told us
gonna.
about it, y'all. We
I'm
is the
not gonna
money.
hold you, bro. It'd be like that because if you do know this information, one thing I can guarantee you is there is no reason for you to ever be broke. Like
Ever,
mentally, financially, ever, because you
ever.
have the capability in order for you to make something happen. Even like
Right.
I know people who make negotiable instruments and go get deposits and financial accounts, and then they just go swipe, swipe, swipe.
Mm.
And this is legal. The bank accepts it because of the instrument, and then they deposit. They do a special deposit or a regular deposit, depending on whatever the instrument is or whatever. And then they give them a line of credit for them to utilize, and they just keep on replicating the system. Boom, boom, boom. Even when it comes to utilizing the 1099s with the IRS, this is the importance of understanding bookkeeping and the purpose of the couponing. And when you understand the process of the couponing and where it goes, the coupon is a part of the bookkeeping, and that is a level of accounting that the United States Treasury deals with, right? So when you send the coupon out, this goes into a bookkeeping for the IRS. So this is a level of accounting that most of you are missing out on because you have not been utilizing the coupon. You feel me? So
Man,
you are missing out on tax credits just being 100. And I said this on another episode. I believe this is when I did the podcast with Allison. You can You can not necessarily you can. I know an individual. Let me be mindful of what I'm saying. I know an individual who literally pays with the coupon and also pays with the fiat. And he utilizes that to make the claim on the taxes, and he gets the credits for the fiat payment and the coupon payment. So he gets a large IRS tax return because he's doubling up on his credits. But it's ways to do it. And I'm not saying I got all the answers. All I'm saying is we've created a space where I don't even want to be the brightest person in the room. I want other people to come and we have these conversations, and we can work through any of these questions that you may have so that it can become well formatted and well founded in your mind. If you don't understand how the coupon process work out, let's go through it step by step. You don't understand how the UCC works, let's go through it article by article. You having a hard time understanding negotiable instruments, let's go through it, all of it. And all that means is because One young lady, she came in the community and she said, "Can you teach about tax deeds and tax liens?" And I said yes. So when she asked that question, we're making a whole workshop just for that. That is the purpose of the community. If there is a problem, you provide a solution. But I don't want to be the only solution provider. If I have to be, I will be. But I would love other people are in there dropping information. I asked them, I was like, if y'all got any resources, any business, drop it. I'm like, we're here to share. We're here to help each other grow. It's not the DJ show. It is trust fund baby for a reason. It's not just one trust fund baby in the world. We're here to create more. So the goal is to get people in that position. And there are people who do better than me in a lot of fields in life. I'm not an expert in everything. So I would be ignorant not to bring more experts into the situation in order to help you all. And that's all we doing here. That makes sense. Or am I talking crazy?
Man, that make perfect damn sense. That's the way it should be. But what people really gotta understand is money is only considered silver and gold anyway. It
Facts.
don't have
Did
money.
you
It
see the
got
price of gold right now? You know how much a bar going for?
man, two, 2,500
No. Hell no. It's way higher, bro. Hold on. I'm about to tell you.
an
I gotta go
ounce.
into my phone. I'm going into my phone because I think I just liked it last night. Um,
I think an ounce of gold 25 though, ain't it?
no, not an ounce, a bar.
Oh, oh, a brick.
Yeah, I think it's on wealth. Let me see. Oh, yeah, right here. A gold bar is now worth $1 million for the first time. I'm gonna say y'all
Mm,
probably can't see it. Oh, y'all can't see it. That's a good ass camera, boy. That's a good ass camera.
$1 million. Ah,
Yeah, for the first time in his look at it. You know we going up.
oh yeah, we going up.
I be telling people, I'm talking about, bro. Look, this is solid. Like behind the color, this is all gold on purpose. I told them don't cut into my gold because I purposely did that.
Wow.
I got a nice size silver portfolio too, but when I got this made, I was building like it's a marketing piece, of course, but it was built out as an asset. It was like literally asset. That was the main reason why I did not get a big shiny like. Let me watch my language because people got some of these. That's why I didn't get a big gaudy just diamond filled necklace found. I could have got the baby and everything and all straight diamonds. Pac-Man got a dope ass donut chain, bro. And I could have did something like that. But I understand the value in diamonds is really intrinsic and is what people put on it themselves is not the most valuable things. I have stones in one of my safes that are Savarite. Savarite itself, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I had paid somebody for these. They had brought them for me for Kenya. Savarite is spelled Tsaborrit. Savarite costs. Savarite costs per carat. So this is what I got right here. God damn, the price that went up. God, boy, like what?
You ain't ready to sell though. Nah.
Low key, I'm about to get it cut, and I'm about to give them to some people, bro. Get them some assets. You see this?
Mm. Oh shit, that's green too.
Yeah, this is
Hey,
what I got.
green?
Yeah, this is what I got. So that's 8,000. However, the highest and quality really varies, but a carat isn't a lot for this, bro. I got psh, I got 8 carats, 14 carat pieces. I got multiples. And so you see that's per carat, and depending on the quality of the stone, that price can go all the way up to $8,000. And that's depending on if it's cut or uncut. But assets,
That shit higher than
I can just
gold.
no,
Pardon my
not right now. What's diamonds?
Let's say 3.5 a carat. I remember gold was what? It was about 1,500 an ounce.
Let's see what diamond is. See, this what diamond is. 1 carat, it can range from like around 4,000, almost 4,500. But you seen the other joint can go all the way up to 8,000, right? Average price per carat for all diamonds database was around that. Yeah, that's up there with it. But you just see people put value on diamonds when there are several other stones that are just as valuable, if not more likable, look better. It's just because that came from Europe, fam. And we're running with customs and traditions that are still not ours. So gotta
The
start thinking.
rappers celebrated. That's why everybody really want it. Cause the
Yeah,
rappers.
no, no. Well, it came from. Remember, they used to say diamonds is a girl's best friend. That shit came from one
Right.
of the queens. That came from one of the queens. So, from a European woman's perspective, diamonds were held valuable in society, and then everybody else just it's
Don't the
trendy shit,
queen
bro.
got hey
It's
but
trendy
listen,
shit.
don't the queen got a big ass diamond crown and she got something else they say it belonged to one of the people in the Bible. It was a big ass stone on it. Yeah, she got ain't robbed this.
Europe and the Vatican, they have acquired a plethora of gems and stone and artifacts from other nations just throughout their colonistic rule, because they have literally still to this day Europe controls a large portion of the world, bro, including parts of the United States. Craziest shit ever. I was watching something, and that it was a court setting in Canada, and you seen them dressed up like how they would be over in the UK in court. They was wearing the old wigs, the gowns, and they had like these bow tie looking joints, right? And
Right,
they said, and remember, they have British Columbia in Canada, right?
right.
British Columbia acknowledges the crown, correct? The crown
Yeah,
is
man.
yours. Okay, so what do we have in the United States? The District of Columbia. And you're going to tell me that this has nothing to do with Europe?
Hmm.
What the fuck does Columbia have to do with here? Why are we have a District of Columbia here? And what is British Columbia there? And what is the
So,
relationship with the crown and how it's still projected and ruled today? Because for you to tell me there's a level of independence and this 10-mile square radius known as the District of Columbia, DC, which operates as the federal government, if they still are heavily tied to the crown, that means somebody's lying to the
you know they
people
lying.
and they should be informed.
You know they
But that's
lying.
neither here nor there. But like I said, I'm looking forward to the community creating a safe space for education and everywhere it can go. And shout out to my tech Jay, because he really been handling a lot of some of the newer course developments. Him himself, he's a quant. He also carries a few licenses as far as finance. So he's very knowledgeable as far as resources and things that will get people into a really strong financial situation. And whenever people used to pop up with birth certificate questions and how can I leverage this with the DTCC or whatever, I'm like, here, talk to Jay. And he'd tell them, he's like, you're going to go to jail. Cause he like the way they was doing it, and it's so crazy because bro young and he know about the system, like he know about all of this stuff. It's not like he not knowledgeable. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be able to help me do some of the things he's doing in the community. But it's great to have people who have both mindsets, like a firm corporate financial structure, and then a more so a private wealth mindset. That's the babies. Tell them I said what's up.
Uncle DJ said, hey.
Nah,
Lord, man, she about to get the cutting up next week. No, 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 no. I don't know why I told her. Look, baby, you gotta get out. We don't, baby, we live, baby. Oh, Lord.
they so funny. They
I
be
want,
they be
I'm
terrorizing them, bro. They be making
telling
them
you.
come through. It be so funny. I love it though. Shout out to Riley though. He out here doing it. He take care of all his babies by himself every day. I always tell
I don't
people
get
that
open. Please don't
it's
get in
not
the damn loud,
anything.
John. Please.
It's not even
No,
like
do not
that. It's a
get ready.
special thing to take care of your children. But if you Riley got a decent amount of babies, then he be holding down for
All
all
right,
of
the
them.
game. When y'all come into here, the game stops.
And he
Stop.
does it by himself, him and his dad,
Stop.
which is super unique. It remind me of Inky because Inky take care of all his babies himself too. So
Stop. Stop.
and like I just said, it's always interesting to find a man who is the predominant caretaker of the children. But you know, we love to that the household be both men and women. But as a father, I applaud every woman who raises children because it is stressful. Y'all are
Stop.
special. You're meant for greatness. That's
Get
why
out.
you're here.
You gotta get out the car. You gotta go. Some go ahead. She's skinny. You go ahead that way. I'm gonna holler at y'all. She don't have no big back. She's skinny.
Bro. Oh
That is
man, I
too.
remember when we
That's
was
too
in
much
Atlanta.
too.
She would not let him. She was like, "I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you." She was up all night.
Hey,
She'd be on his hip. Nah, but that's
these kids.
if
That's wild.
if we not getting right for the future generations, like we really wasting time. Whether if you have children or you don't, you can be making an impact in somebody else's life, fam. If you're not working to make the world a better place, I really feel like you'll waste the space.
Hey, look. Now I'm about to do
But
40.
Riley, you got anything to say before we close out?
Everybody just. Only thing I got to say is everybody get with my man DJ. He leading the way, but we all gotta put our work in, and then
Yeah,
we can
I'm
get to
not
it
doing
together.
handouts. I'm a because even Riley asked me for stuff. I be like, bro, you gotta you. It's Riley was I just tell him he was like, you got if you teach me, I do this. Like you want to learn about something specific, and I'm like, bro, I'm teaching you right now. I'm like, look this up, and it's just like I don't mind at all because if I did, I wouldn't be doing it. I just want to make sure it's being done right, fam. And
Right,
I don't
that's
want
a fact.
nobody getting caught up in none of this guru shit, fam, at all. Like that shit is a terrible place to be. So it's
Very.
you ever heard of Patrick Devine, Riley?
Nah, I ain't. Who is that?
Patrick Devine is old elder European man. He passed a few years ago, but on everything that I can recall and love, I promise you, this man died trying to figure this shit out. Like literally, I listened to his audio tapes when I was younger, and I watched the stuff he was telling these people, literally bringing them along in the process. Like, we gonna try this, we gonna try this. Christopher Hauser type stuff. He was like, it's all about the spirit. It's no, you're laughing. I'm telling you, because like, bro, there are patterns, and there are patterns to this. People don't come up with their own stuff because you really can't twist and contort something that was established in black and white. Only thing you can do is try and connect things that aren't there, and that's a lot of what we're seeing. So when it came to the old head, Patrick Devine, that was his name. He had a community of people, audio tapes. This is before all the community and stuff was going on. I don't even remember how I think I was getting this stuff through a Google Drive or something, bro. Old stuff. And I'm just sitting in the car for hours listening to these people. And my stuff is already set. But as an educator, I always want to learn more. So I'm just getting a feel for where people at. So keep in mind, I'm not ignorant while I'm hearing this. And I'm like, oh, they don't know. They're guessing. Oh, he got them all trying this out together. And people who don't know can't realize when they're being a test dummy. Do you think a lab rat know it's getting tested on while it's in a laboratory, bro?
No,
Do you think
not
United
even.
States citizens understand that they are in a laboratory and that they're consistently getting tested on?
They don't.
So
That's why
all
when
I'm
they wake
saying is how you gonna
up,
even
hey, nah, bro, for real. That's why when they wake up and then they get a hold of some bad information on the wake up, you end up like my damn sister, man. But she gonna get right, man. Get her right, man. She willing
it
to
takes
learn.
time. It
It
really takes
definitely
time to
take
come up off
time.
that mindset. Because that's a the way it get triggered, it's steps and it's levels to that shit for real, bro. Because the initial step when you start coming into consciousness, like first it's a level of acknowledgement. First you acknowledge that what you're hearing is real and true. You're like, okay. And then the acknowledgement and the acceptance. And then there's the anger about it. And so you get angry that you feel like you've been lied to. I'm literally explaining some of the stages that I went to when I started to understand some things as well. So
Me
you
as
get a little bit
well.
angry
And
about it. You
her
get
ass too.
mad. And then you start trying to figure out how you can be impactful or be rebellious or be like F the system, get away from the system. And then once you get
Get
past
her
that
out of
stage,
the way.
yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I know because I've been doing this for almost 15 years, dog. And like even
Right,
teaching
right.
thousands of people, I've had to talk people out of off this fucking crazy ledge when they start going through this stuff. So the last part is like you gonna learn how to keep it P. That's the easiest way I can explain it. You gonna really learn how to keep it P. You gonna keep it pimp. You gonna keep it player. Whatever that P mean for you, and you gonna understand if either you gonna pimp the system and you gonna win, or you gonna play this game. And when you play the game, either you gonna play it and you just gonna move through the motions, or you gonna learn how to play to win. That shit is completely
Right.
up to you. Like Monopoly, you can shuffle around this board and get your little money, or you can run it up. You can start
Right.
collecting real estate. And
Right.
people
That's a
don't even
fact.
know. And people don't even know. I believe it's somewhere in the rules. I remembered that if you go to jail and you got enough money, you can buy yourself out. Just like in real life, Monopoly is not too far different from life. Most
Yeah,
people, when they
they
make
is.
it around, I've
Hey,
been
these
telling them this
motherfuckers
for
is
years.
good at it. They good at this shit.
Bro, you
They
got enough real
good.
estate, you got enough assets, you got enough leverage. Ain't nobody even trying to. They like, ain't you? This is like pass and go. You in and out, you in and out. Like they don't even. We've seen it happen. Look at Donald Trump. Look how much
And
real
right in
estate that
front of
man
your
controlled.
face.
Look how
They
much real
killing.
estate Donald Trump controlled, bro. What happened when they tried to take that man in jail? In and out, just like that, dog. I'm trying to
Just
tell
like
you.
that. Just like that.
I can't make this shit up, bro.
I don't really think he even he never went to jail. He went straight
No,
to
they
court.
no 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 no. They got mug shots of everything of Donald. They tried to prosecute him, and they tried to convict him, but he can't go to jail because of who he is and what he's done. You cannot let that man sit in the prison. He would have
Right.
to commit some super terroristic act and kill all types of people. And then if he did, he'd probably get sentenced to death. But he's not doing that. So best thing you can do is try and publicly humiliate this man in order to pretty much upset his campaign. And that's
Right.
more so what a lot of that was because there is such thing as too big to lose.
And that's Trump right now, ain't it?
Unless he get caught up in some of that pedophilia stuff, it ain't really nothing gonna stop him, bro. Or unless it's some terror stuff, and he not about either one of them lives. Like he love his country, and he also is an open advocate for protecting children.
He running for 8 consecutive this go round. I know they gonna give him 8 because he gonna have to fix all this shit. I don't think he mind because you know how much money this man about to make. I think they say he made. I forgot what crack. They was like, yeah, Trump just made $3 billion. I said, what? In the midst of
Bro,
his
he's
court case,
that's light. That's light for that man. And
they
even
smacked
the
him
fact
for
that he
three
getting sued for
billion.
$3 million by Isaac Hayes, that's light. But you just like once again, we can we can harp on things, even the political situation. And if you don't like it, the only way to be able to change it is like I ain't gonna hold you. Like on some 100, you gotta buy a politician. Ain't no other way around it. And how you gonna have enough power to buy a politician? You gotta come with higher. You gotta come 6 figures plus for them to even care about what you talking about, man.
For real
So
though.
only way you do that is through group economics and leveraging and putting a collective. Because just out of the amount of people that's in the community, if we all put 10 bands up, we can buy whoever we want in whatever state and get them to advocate for whatever policies we desire
Mm, that sounds
legally
like a game
through
plan.
lobbying. but it
That's
will
some
have
of
to be
that game plan.
beneficial. So the way you make something like that beneficial is, let's say we have a real estate project that we want to get opened up down here in South Florida. And because of certain environmental protection things, they try and keep us out the Everglades, but we want to develop something that we know that the environment can handle and we've been just cleared. So best thing I could do is have the next governor or one of the senators be in a position to pass some laws or move some things around in order for us to get our real estate development. And that's how it goes, bro. But you gotta pay them for that, or you gotta have something going on. Do you know why Nancy Pelosi so damn rich, bro?
Yeah, I
Because
heard
of
she
what
got a
I just
lot of money.
explained.
I heard
What
she
I
got
just explained. That's why she's wealthy, bro.
That's crazy.
But if you want to make change, this is the only way you're going to be able to make some change, because you're going to need some money to make change. When have you ever went into the store and be like, "Man, I have some change, sir," and you didn't give them any money for the change? You need money for
Never.
change.
Never.
Thanks, bro. I'm just trying to tell people. But
Right.
like I said,
Hey, that's a
I
good
got like
metaphor.
30
You need
minutes.
money for change.
Yes, bro, that's a fact, bro. I got like 30 minutes before my next community drop. So if you got something for the people outside, join the community, tap in. And even Riley didn't mention it, but he has his own credit repair company.
And
And
I gotta
that is
trust.
hmm?
And I gotta trust.
He's an and I gotta trust.
Don't forget the family trust.
Yeah, bro got his trust and everything set up as well. I had helped him do that when he was transitioning between companies and stuff. But we had um the information. I helped him to establish some of the credit repair letters, and like I said, he's been able to get people results in like 2 weeks, and his company's super diligent when they do calls, follow-ups. The CFPBs, they stay away from the FTC reports unless they absolutely have to, but just on the strength of the letters alone, like I said, people are getting checks. So if you want some change, you gotta get the money first. But with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Make sure you tune in next week at 7 p.m. Like, subscribe, download, catch us on all platforms. You also can catch the videos on Spotify and YouTube. Peace and love.